Good morning. It is day number 165. Yesterday I had 32,240 steps. And you know, this morning I'm on track for another 24,000. It is brisk out here. The wrist set's at 31 degrees. I feel like one of those starfish babies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe I could put a picture up, but sometimes parents bundle their kids up so much that their arms are kind of stuck out like this and their legs are kind of stuck out and they have all these layers. They look so cute. But the starfish baby, and then the cap on top that's a little pointy. They look like Patrick Star from SpongeBob. That's how I feel this morning. I got layers on layers on layers on layers. 165 days deep. You know what happens when you go 165 days walking at least 12 miles? Well, you might lose some weight. Yesterday I stepped on the scale for the first time in about a week because I was gone for a conference all week, and wherever I am, I'm still getting those 24,000 steps in every single day. So let me give you an update on the weight. I started off back in June at 232.8 pounds. And yesterday morning when I stepped on the scale after my walk, 196 pounds. That's 36.8 pounds lost in just under 6 months. Incredible. And honestly, I can't believe it. But what do I go and do? I put this bad boy on. You know how many pounds are in here? 35. This is what I was walking around with less than 6 months ago. An extra 35, 36 pounds. So why not make it a little more challenging and knock out my 24,000 with this guy on while I talk to you beautiful people this morning. To think it's only going to get colder than this. And whoever said it doesn't get cold in Vegas, I'm looking for you. I'm going to find you. You know, the guy at the Welcome Center said, it doesn't get cold here. Move here. Yeah, it gets cold here. I can feel my hands are turning blue. I can feel it. But once I'm done filming this video, I got more to bundle up with, and I'll be throwing that on. You know, it's not camera friendly, so I'll leave it off for now. But it is a Taco Tuesday. You know, many years ago, I was known as Taco Brando. If you didn't know, I've got my own Taco Tuesday song. Maybe I could throw that up, mix that in a little bit. It's catchy though. I'm warning you, it's gonna get stuck in your head. And you'll be happy with me about it. It's a short song. It's got a great beat. It's got some great lyrics. It's making me think about tacos right now. Something that I just don't eat. So I wanted to let you know what I do eat when I'm at home. How to lose 36 pounds in less than 6 months. And make it feel like a lifestyle change and not just a diet that's going to fizzle on out, that I'm going to get tired of and say, you know what? Back to the crap. Back to the garbage that I was putting in my body before. Can't do this anymore. I'm over it. And that's the carnivore diet. This weight loss is brought to you by the carnivore diet and a whole lot of steps. Over 5 million to be exact, so far. But yesterday, what I do is I go to Costco. They have packages of ground beef. They look like a little ground beef mountain on top of the white base plate. It catches all the juices. And what I do is I take the quart-size bags, these Ziploc quart-size bags, and I'll cover up my scale in some plastic wrap and just weigh out 1 pound increments. And I'll just have a pound, maybe 9-10 o'clock in the morning, and then another pound between 3 and 5 p.m. and well, that's it. Eating simple. Some people may get bored, but I don't get bored. I got discipline. I still got about 21 pounds to lose. And, this time around, I'm gonna get shredded. But it's not gonna go away. Like, the holidays are coming up. I was just talking to my wife about it and thinking about doing a brisket, a big dog brisket, which I may just get from Roll & Smoke here. They're just a block away. Or maybe a nice size prime rib. I think 2 out of the 5 people that'll be here don't eat meat, so it's a 9 to 11 pound prime rib. Brisket that I'd be getting from Roll & Smoke. So I'd have some meat for a few days. Not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. I think that's what my strategy is going to be this year. It's just to let someone else do the work and exchange some paper for some tasty meats. Go a different route today. So one of the things I changed, and you may have noticed it in my previous videos if you've watched, is whenever I move the camera like this, you see like a little black line. But what that black line is my camera receiver. Now right now I'm still working out the bugs. Like right now that camera receiver's in my right pocket, and you might see a cable right here kind of dangling, so you see nothing right here, but there's a stick. And I am going to fashion what's called a cold shoe mount on the bottom of this selfie stick, and then I'll be able to mount the receiver to the bottom of that, so you won't see the receiver. But what it was doing is, anytime I moved the camera, it was kind of getting in the shot, and it just didn't make the shot look that great. So I got rid of that, did a little investigating, and figured out how I can make this shooting just a little bit better. That's all I'm aiming for, is 1% every day, just a little bit better, so that by the end of the year I could be exponentially better. I've got a cruise coming up, man. Cruise going to Catalina Island and Ensenada, Mexico. Just less than a month away. And I'm looking forward to bringing you walks on the cruise ship, on Catalina. I don't know if I'm gonna walk around Mexico with a 360 camera. See how bold I'm feeling. But maybe I will. They seem to love me there. So we'll see what happens. But for right now, gotta focus on my fingers not falling off out here. How did I do it with all this extra weight before? How did I do it, man? If you're on a journey, you ever ask yourself that? Like, how did you do it with all the extra weight? Sometimes you just forget about it. And it doesn't happen all overnight. It's poor decisions just stacked up over time that put the weight on, just a little bit at a time. And before you know it, things have kind of spiraled out of control. Ah, man, I got out of control. I think it kind of started with, at the beginning of the year, driving, eating junk food while driving people around, and then, not getting out and walking because it was too cold. But now, there is no too cold anymore. I'm prepared for it. Like I am, I'm not gonna let this cold shake me. The amount of bars that I pass by on my morning walk, it's despicable. It is despicable. I think there's like 10 or 15 bars. Like if you wanted to be an alcoholic, if that's what you wanted to be when you grew up, Las Vegas is the place. Maybe one day I'll do a bar count with the little dings so you can see just how many there are. They're 24 hours. And if one kicks you out, you go a few blocks and get to the next one. It's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm not stopping there anymore. I love this self-improvement thing way too much for that. This cold kind of takes your breath away a bit. It's like a hand just comes and snatches your breath. Maybe it's this extra 35 pounds I'm walking around with. Who knows? It's probably a combination of both. So it's a nice clear morning. It's not windy. If it were, I would likely go to my local gym, which is just off to my right in the distance. They've got a walking track in there where each mile or each 2,000 steps takes about 6 1/4 laps. But I like different scenery. So that gets a little monotonous, a little boring. So I just tough it out and get out here in the freezing, literally freezing cold to make sure I could look around and see different things, and so can you. Wonder what everyone's plans are for the holidays. I don't have big plans. Got a few events to work. Got an event December 1st to the 5th out in Atlanta. So you'll see some different scenery from me during that time. I'm gonna be in Salt Lake City, Utah over New Year's. So see some different stuff there too. Maybe it'll be snowing. Might have to bring my hiking boots to get outside. I probably won't spend 4 hours in it. Those days I might get out there, record the video, and then opt for the warm treadmill to get the rest of my steps in. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'm feeling brave. Maybe by then they'll come out with something that'll keep me nice and toasty to do all 4 hours out there. I mention this all the time, but the peacefulness of the early morning can really just get lost in your thoughts. Think about how you're going to improve, the things you want to change for the coming year. It's speeding up. Time is like on a racetrack. It's just like going faster and faster with each year, with each lap. And before you know it, all these years have passed and you look back and either you're in the same place or you decided to make some changes to change the course of your life forever. This lifestyle change has been just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm almost 6 months deep, 15 days removed from 6 months deep. And once I cruise through this cold season, it's going to make the warm season so much sweeter. But I want to see what it looks like to have like 1,000 days in a row showing up. It's 1,000 days of doing this, and it's 3 winter seasons, 3 cold seasons. I'll be how old will I be then? I'll be 39 in a little under a month. I'll be 41 years old. Wow. So think about that. I remember being in high school, walking to school, walking home from school, uphill both ways. Depending on when you were growing up, your parents told you some crazy stuff like that. They said, yeah, you used to have to walk to school uphill both ways. And it was snowing from the sky and raining from the ground. We didn't have a boat. We had to breathe underwater. Oh man, the crazy stories. I said something yesterday that I thought was pretty funny to my wife. I told her that when I'm on a journey like this, every few months I like to shave my beard to see if my double chin is still hiding underneath. I told her, I think for the most part it's gone. I said, I wonder what kind of goo's in there. She said, what do you mean goo? I was like, I feel like it's like that Nickelodeon slime is in there, Who knows though? It seems to be gone. There's some skin there that I'll wear like a badge of honor. It's like a trophy of what used to be. One day I'll have that chiseled face. I'll have a 6-pack chin. I'll flex my chin and you just see 6-pack. It'd be amazing. I don't think that'll be the case. Trying to think of some different routes to take y'all along for these morning walks when I'm at home. While the conversation will be different, I'd love the scenery to be a little different for you as well. The challenge is, if I walk farther and start recording there, it gets a bit louder, there's more cars, and it kind of messes up the audio. And if I don't have enough challenges already, then I guess I could add another to the mix. Why not? I could do that for you guys. I mean, you are spending your time with me. May as well give you something cool to look at. I went into a live yesterday. A subscriber to a channel. Her name is Daydream, D-A-Y-E Dream. And she asked who were YouTube creators and what we did on our channels. People seem to be a bit fascinated by the 24,000 steps. They asked me a bunch of questions. It's kind of cool. And I'll let everybody know I have a 30-day steps challenge. Doesn't cost anything. And it starts off at a low number and then incrementally gets higher and higher as the 30 days move along. The benefit would be if you started now, You likely wouldn't overdo it during the holiday season because you don't want to knock yourself off track. And also would set you up for the new year. So when everybody is starting at zero, you would be many steps ahead of the game, no pun intended. But you'd be just starting out with an advantage because you already took the initiative to get started way sooner than everybody else. So when they're 2 weeks into their new gym routine and they're quitting, you've already got 60 days in, and you're on autopilot. You're just doing it every single day. This cold makes me look forward to the warm so much. That's my climate. Last year, right around the end of the month, was in Tokyo, Japan. That was a nice place to walk around, very quiet, very clean. Good food. And then we went on to Bangkok. And then Pattaya, Thailand, a beach city where some days we get 20, 25 miles in. I saw the Big Buddha. I love to throw some pictures up or videos up that you can see some of the things I saw, or maybe I'll just put together a video and I'll talk over it like a tour guide and show you some of the cool things that I saw on the walks that I went on. Because I love this walking thing so much, like I can go for a 10-hour, 12-hour walk. You know, in certain places you have different spots you can stop along the way and grab water, so I don't need to carry anything. I can get what I need and keep it pushing. I just started doing vacations much differently. You know, with the sobriety. Before everything was focused around where are the good bars, where are the good clubs. Now is my Airbnb or hotel quiet, so that once I'm done for the day, I can recharge without being interrupted sleep-wise. Most of my trip there, when I was in Pattaya, was there was this bird. Among other things, like there was a club that was playing music until pretty late in the morning. And as I mentioned before, I bring a noise maker with me that generates different noise frequencies: white, pink, brown, probably all the other colors of the rainbow. And fortunately I had that. But there was this bird. I think he was just upset because he never went to sleep, ever. I heard him all day, all night. Whoa, whoa. Unfortunately, I had that noise maker to just drown him out because he was gonna keep on going. His goal was to keep me awake for 24 hours. Maybe he had a twin brother and they just tagged each other in like WWF to make sure the noise did not stop like a soccer match. These uphills are challenging. You know what? I'm gonna go right today. How about that? I am gonna change it up for you guys. Off in the distance there, I can see the strip. It's likely too far away to move the camera and see it, but maybe in post I can move it so you can see what it looks like, or maybe I'll forget. I think scenario B is likely going to be the case. I have a goal in the future to walk all the way across country. I think I can make it happen. Again, like averaging like 30 miles a day. 60,000 steps each day. I can get there in just under 100 days. I want to put my body to the test. I want to see what I'm really capable of. I think I could do that. I think I could defy the odds. And people have done it before, but I haven't done it before. It could be a good challenge for me. The professional walker. My goal is for the year to have an average of 7.3 million steps. I think it's going to be higher than that. It's going to be much higher than that. It's probably going to hover around 10 million, 11 million steps. Since I started this, I started with a 800,000 or 900,000 step month. And then July was 1 million steps. And every month since then has been an average of 950,000 steps. So I think that 10 or 11 million mark, once I have a full year of walking like this, is definitely going to happen. Can't wait to see that. It's like these little milestones. They likely don't mean anything to anyone else. Well, yeah, those milestones, they don't mean anything to anyone else, but they do to me. It's a testament to me showing up and showing out. Minimum of 24,000, sometimes 30, 40, 50,000 for the day, 60,000 for the day. Love that push. This extra 35 pounds, while it may not look like much, when you hit these hills, you feel it. I'm sure my heart rate is up. That's a good thing. My blood is flowing. My fingertips, I feel like I could just shoot them off right now. They're like little ice cubes. If you were the type of person that didn't like to be around people, I'm telling you, this time of morning will be your safe haven. It'd be like you're walking through an igloo, but I think you'd really enjoy it. Just the peacefulness of not being bothered, not having people looking down on their phone, running right into you or looking up at the last second and having to make a football move. You know, see, got you there. That's what I'm talking about. Wow, that view is amazing. I'm gonna move the camera this way. I'm gonna remember, so you can see what it looks like, and hopefully you can see it like me. So you can see what it looks like out in the different distance. And see everything that I see. Or maybe there's gonna be just a pair of glasses and I don't even need this guy anymore. Kind of like your car's top view camera where it shows all the different angles. I don't even understand how that works. That's pretty cool. I think it uses some smoke and mirrors to show you where your car's at in a parking lot or parking space, the lines and everything. I think that's so cool. I need my own top view camera. Something like this, you know, where you can just see me walking. But I want it to be like way up. I can't move this up any further because that cable I mentioned earlier is restricting me. But once I get that adapter for the bottom of this tripod, selfie stick, I can have a bunch of different configurations. I can make it look like a drone is following me. because they make a stick like this, but it's 10 feet long. Those are going to be some cool shots. And I hope to be in some beautiful places to show off just how nice a morning walk can be. One thing I've noticed is the colder it gets, the less people are out. Maybe this is the insane asylum, walking around in these freezing temps. I know exactly what music I'm gonna add to this right now. Actually, yesterday I didn't have any music to listen to. Usually I'll put on like some lo-fi beats in my ear. It's just like nice and relaxing. Helps me get a nice pace and rhythm to talk to and to walk to. Some parts of the beach just feel right to take a little break, to pause and just vibe to it. Keep the steps going, but just do a little reflecting. I don't do all my reflecting off camera. Some of it is on camera. Think about the wins and losses from the day and week before. Think about things that I can talk about, experiences I can bring to you, some value I can add, like my 30-day steps challenge. Don't forget it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. I already made it, put it together. The link will be in the description. The tribe is building. People are loving the walks. I wish I would have got started with this 165 days ago, this filming part. This is fun, man. Usually it's a lot of silence. I wasn't out here literally talking to myself, but now I am. Now I'm one of those people fighting the air on the street corner. But potentially a few hundred or a few thousand or maybe even 1 million people will see this one day. The idea of that is so cool. Like that I could be out here by myself and have an audience of tens, hundreds, thousands, or millions of people watching this at some point. Makes you feel less alone, Makes you feel kind of like Forrest Gump when he just went on that super long run and he had all those people following him, and one day he just stopped. Said, all right, I'm done. Sometimes I wonder what was going through Forrest's mind. I think a lot of people wonder that. The one quote that I remember from that movie: "So life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." And that's gonna be day by day here. You never know what you're gonna get. I could be here, I could be somewhere else, but I'm gonna keep showing up every single day because I got love for the people that are coming to show up and support, and also maybe get some motivation or inspiration to change their life for the better. My summer body is loading. I'm sorry, my everyday body is loading. I'm gonna be in peak physical shape every single day of the year, and it's all through this action right here. A simple walk with an extra 35 pounds on my shoulders. Tomorrow's gonna be great when I don't have this back on. Saving 24,000. Feeling light as a feather. It's funny, when I take this thing off when I get home, I used to wear this earlier this year. I just feel like I can fly. Like if I wear this for 4 hours walking, I go home and jump rope. I feel like I'm jumping 10 feet in the air. Like I can get 3 or 4 revolutions under me because I don't have this extra weight on. Oh man, carrying this around for so long, I think about my poor joints, my bone structure, my spine. Everything that suffered because of my poor decisions finally turned it around. 200 days from now, it'll be day 365. I just love milestones, man. I love to think about them, anticipate them, think about where I'll be then. Once I get to the shape where I feel good about it, I'll start doing some weight training on camera. A new creator, or I found a new creator on this platform. His name is Costa, C-O-S-T-A, dope. I'll put his info on screen. But he's got a few videos up right now. I found him, he's got this really badass accent. Like, it's so cool, man. His accent is so cool. And he's funny. And he's got some really cool actionable tips. Like this dude, I like finding people that think like me or that I think like them. But he discovered this workout plan and he put it to the test. It was an 8-week plan and his before and after is just incredible. I love to see people working on themselves, and I have a small creator base right now myself, but I know this video will live forever. And I want to push subscribers his way. I want people to see his journey. This guy put the work in. 8 weeks of this spreadsheet of different workouts to do, strength building, muscle building, and his results were amazing. It's something I'm going to be starting pretty soon to add another notch to the belt. Because when I start doing these weight training exercises, I'm going to be ripped. You know, it's going to be shirt off season forever. I'm earning it right now. I'm putting the work in right now. You better believe I'm going to show it off. I can't wait, but I will wait. So once I get there, I'm going harder than ever before. So if you made it this far in the video, remember, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I'd like you to leave the word chocolates in the comment section. Not because you're gonna eat a bunch of chocolates after watching this video, but because that's probably gonna be the most memorable thing, aside from this big old water bottle that you'll see in this video. I hope you enjoyed your time here today with me. I certainly enjoyed filming this. I feel better and better every single day about walking and talking to the camera. I love this. I love you guys. And I will catch you tomorrow in the next video. Until then, go out there and be great.